Right then, mad night for Manchester United. A couple of random things happened that don't normally happen. One, we won a game. Two, we only conceded 10 shots in that game. We came from behind twice to win a game. Bruno Fernandes absolutely saving the day. A couple of goals and an assist. We had control in a game. We had a high level of pass accuracy in a game. There were still clangers. There was a goalkeeper error, which feels like a while since we've had an Onana error. I think he's been very, very good since Christmas. It was a bit of an uninspiring game. I think Gogs had parents' evening tonight. Such is the family life. And I wasn't actually upset at not going, which is a mad, mad feeling to have. I'm normally fucked off beyond belief when I can't get to a live game. Doubly compounded by the fact that I had to fucking watch a dodgy stream to actually watch the game because it wasn't being broadcast anywhere as well. Nightmare. Nice one. Cheers for that. Sheffield United are the worst team in the league. And they could have come to Old Trafford and won. And yes, it's a mad makeshift 11, and I think it probably looked better than we all feared it was going to. Even with going behind a couple of times, I thought it did look better than what it ended up could have looking like. It could have been fucking well shit, couldn't it? It's just, oh, how many times can we sit here and say the same old thing? What's the positive, Steve? There's not long left of the season. I'll give you a positive. The fucking wheels disintegrating at Liverpool. That feels like a positive. That feels like a party I can get behind. I can hate watch the shit out of Liverpool completely fucking this season up. Because it takes away the distraction of watching United completely fucking disintegrate and fall apart this season. Because Jesus, are we doing that? I'm tired, man. I'm just I can only analyse the same shit all the time. I don't like repeating myself. I know a lot of creators can go and just fucking make the same content time and time again. I already think I make too many videos. And I'm fucking tired of hearing myself speak. So I'm sure some of you lot are sure as shit bored of hearing me fucking speak. I can't keep saying the same shit. We dominated the game. Loads of shots. Didn't concede loads. It was better. But it was against the worst team in the league. So I'm going to get all Arsenal fan about it and be like, fucking yes, United are back. No, because I'm a realist. And I know that next week is another game and another opportunity for us to fluff our lines. Because that's all it feels like at the moment. And I saw an article earlier. Jason Wilcox has walked into the building 24 hours ago and said, Erik Ten Hag, totally change up the way you play in 24 hours or you're out the fucking door. Has he though? Because that sounds like a load of old bollocks to me. Like, for starters, if it was possible to just completely change up the way you play inside of 24 hours, don't you fucking think he would have thunk about that by now? Don't you think we would have, like, maybe even tried about, I don't know, 10 different styles of play this season if it was humanly possible for someone to walk in? The standard of journalism in this country is absolutely in the gutter. It's almost non-existent. And when you've got fucking all-time greats like Henry Winter being made redundant for just fucking people who are going to take what someone said on social media and go, you'll never guess what fucking, I don't know, Jose Mourinho said in this interview. That's journalism, is it, nowadays? Just taking other fuckers' work and then just fucking seeing what people said about it on social media. I mean, Jesus Christ, I don't consider us journalists here, but at least we give our opinion on it and don't just go, like, imagine my post-match review was, here's what a lot of people on Twitter said. Fucking hell. Can you imagine? Marshall has 8416 says fucking Erik Ten Hag out. Hoyland Season says, what a goal, Bruno. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Fuck me. And it's a shame, man, because there's some genuinely really good journalists out there, but the nature of their industry is completely changing as the nature of broadcast is changing. People are unsure with how to deal with this. You know, YouTube. Ultimately, we are an echo chamber, right? Whether we like it or not. I do not watch Sheffield United fan content. I do not watch Newcastle United fan content. I watch, totally cards on the table, I will watch Champions League related content. I will watch international content in very, very specific circumstances. I will watch some fucking hipster related football content. Ooh, what's Sassuolo doing? I will watch up and coming new manager stuff. So I was onto Xabi Alonso quite early in the season for the sort of stuff he was doing. I like things like Tifo. There's a couple of breakdown guys. I mean, my subscriptions are public on here. You can go and fucking see who I watch. You know, in terms of United content, I check out what Sam Peoples is saying. I check out what Andy Mitten is saying. I like listening to the Talk of the Devil stuff. I like listening to what Adam's got to say sometimes on the club. Obviously, I turn it off when Boovy starts talking because he's a fucking melon. And, you know, this is it, really. What YouTube is where you had like the BBC and you had Sky and you had all of those things, is these big open forums where they had to deliver things in a very certain way. Well, they're popular and they are the mainstream. But what happened is there was the opportunity, democratized sort of viewing with things like YouTube, where you can go and watch distilled kind of content. And fanzines have been around for 35, 40 years in a lot of places. And the things that you will see in fanzines, sometimes even some fanzines, way more extreme than you've ever seen on any kind of fan channel, including Arsenal Fan TV. But the problem is, you couldn't share a clip of a fanzine. They were never going to go viral. They always kind of stayed within the community, almost like a little community secret. Whereas social media and YouTube and that, you know, and realistically, the first one that went viral was probably Andy Tate in the grand scheme of things. There was this way of everybody seeing what was happening. And some of that was ridicule. Andy Tate is probably 50-50, ridiculing what he's saying, laughing a little bit at the demise of Manchester United, and also because he had fucking mad memorable lines that resonated with a lot of children, to be honest. Arsenal Fan TV, there was the schadenfreude of absolutely laughing at them losing their fucking melons. So there's loads of different reasons why fan content became popular. Things like the Anfield Rap and other sort of respected fan media, because there is some respected fan media that is out there that's doing actual journalistic type shit. It is a little bit of an echo chamber, and people are distilling down into, well, I'm a United fan, I'm going to watch United content. Generally, or, you know, you do get the generalists still, things like the club and that still do decent. You know, I worked on TFR not long after I started working on Full Time Devils, because that was catering for like the international stuff. I work on Vibe with Five at the moment, where we do talk about general stuff. Yes, it focuses on United and Arsenal. That's because of who the hosts are. But we try and cover other stuff. We'll be covering the Euros, we cover World Cups, we cover the England content, usually for a gritty tea for me. But it is what it is. And I think because you're seeing an increasing drag over into broadcast media of fan media, and fan media in some parts is replacing, changing. And I don't actually think the broadcasters know what the fuck they want to do. You know, I think they've probably lost a little bit of confidence in their own positions. But the things like the overlap, that's another thing I watch actually. Things like the overlap are showing how you can do it. The Rest is Football as well. That's a fucking fantastic podcast. You know, listening to two people I really respect plus Micah Richards is a fucking nice little fucking podcast that's worth listening to. I listen to the Athletics Daily Football Briefing every single day. It's probably one of the ones that I listen to the absolute most. That's real journalism. And to be fair, I think the Athletic probably is the gold standard for journalism in this fucking country at the moment. Or possibly even worldwide, because of the things that it goes and focuses on. But fucking journalism, man, it's in the fucking gutter. You see Lucas from the MEN getting community noted because he deliberately twisted. There was other people twisted this last week. Like, people are supposed to fucking cover Manchester United, covering it with this fucking deliberately negative spin. Lucas trying to make out that Ten Hag didn't know United had been in back-to-back cup finals. He said in the last 10 fucking years, it's completely fucking wrong to leave that part out when you know the fucking truth. Bang out of order. Bang out of order. Like, United should stop giving access to people that are completely taking the fucking piss. I think there's a way. I am critical, right, of Manchester United. I don't apply for accreditation because I don't get anything out of it. United have already decided who they're asking the questions off and who's going to give them fluffy little fucking questions. No one in there is going to ask a proper tactical question. I would love to ask tactical questions. If I thought I could ask those questions, I'd be in there and I'd be asking those questions. They're not going to ask them that. They're going to ask someone was like, what's the injury list? Or is it true you're trying to sign fucking Roberto Baggio? Just fucking not like, what do you think it's going to be like working with Jim Ratcliffe? Just shit fucking questions. And then, there's no, for the amount of time it takes to get to fucking Carrington, which is the arse end of nowhere, right? And get back into town to carry on with the rest of my day, to not ask a fucking question. I couldn't give a fuck about going to a press conference. I really fucking couldn't. It's not like I'm hanging out with Ten Hag for the fucking day, is it? I'd go to Carrington for that, but I'm not doing that. I'm going to sit over here. He's going to sit over there. There's three fuckers from the BBC, MUTV, Sky Sports, and maybe The Athletic are going to ask a question. And then we're all fucking going home. What's the point? Don't care. Not interested. I don't know what fucking point I'm trying to make. Journalism's fucking shit. And I don't know what the fuck's going on with fan media. Obviously. I'm a part of it. I'm not the fucking puppet master of it. And fanzines are great. They always have been great and they always will be great. If a fanzine started today, it'd be a YouTube channel. It would be. It was just the technology that was available to them at the time when they started. And it's great to see people who make content in the United realm, like Andy Mitten, getting involved in video. Because he's a fucking absolute encyclopedia of Manchester United knowledge. And he's got his finger on the pulse of what's going on, not just with the fan base, which is one thing, but the guy's got more fucking contacts than the Yellow Pages, so he's got his finger on the pulse of what's going on. Anyway, I think that's the match fucking truly fucking wrapped up and analysed, isn't it? Oh, do you know what? I'll have a look at this in the fucking morning. Congratulations to Wheatley for making his debut. Massive moment. Very proud for his family. Played for Duckingfield Town, the lad, so he's from the same side like me. Well done, son. And anyway, I'm going to bed. United are fucking drain me, man. See you in the next one.